Armstrong was a hero to millions. He won the Tour de France 7 times, despite, as the coverage implied, having asthma and being so sick he needed constant attention from doctors. His was a fairy tale story, albeit the kind of fairy tale which starts with the hero losing a testicle to cancer. Yet throughout his career, he was dogged by rumours that he might be the cycling equivalent of a value-range burger, a dumb chunk of meat containing substances of dubious origin. Rumours which, as ITN forensically revealed, were curtly dismissed whenever they were put to him.
Lance Armstrong said sorry before, but only as a form of attack.
I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry you can't dream big, and I'm sorry you don't believe in miracles.
I believe in miracle drugs. Now, having been stripped of his jerseys, the news got to gorge on all the ghastly details of his fall from grace.
According to reports in America this morning, Lance Armstrong's admitted doping during a TV interview.
Jesus, doping during a TV interview? This guy had a problem. Yes, Armstrong was set to confess all to fearsome inquisitress Oprah Winfrey in an encounter that was trailed like a pay-per-view smackdown.
Oprah, Lance Armstrong, no holds barred.
Although the way Oprah described it to inquisitive breakfast shows made it sound less like a fight and more like an erotic encounter.
At the end of it, literally 2.5 hours, we both were pretty exhausted, and I would say I was satisfied.
It also sounds like the interview had quite a messy climax.
He did not come clean in the manner that I expected.
Oh. The interview itself was a sexless and forlorn affair in which Armstrong, visibly morphing into Tony Blair, which is what years of lying does to you, answered questions with the searing honesty of an unfeeling machine.
Did you ever take banned substances to enhance your cycling performance?
Yes.
Was one of those banned substances EPO?
Yes.
Well done, you're through to the bonus round. Are you a crushing disappointment to millions?
Yes.
Correct, you've won 7 pints of Virgin's blood. But Armstrong wasn't totally emotionless, no. He visibly buckled when recalling how he had to tell his son that the rumours were true.
I told Luke. I said,
Luke, I am your father.
There was also the inelegant manner in which he apologised to former friend Betsy Andrew, who he'd viciously turned on.
I said, listen, I called you crazy. I called you a bitch. I called you all these things. But I never called you fat.
You, sir, are a gentleman bully. Perhaps not surprisingly, Betsy herself appeared unimpressed when CNN delightedly relayed Lance's comments, and she addressed him directly as a consequence.
You owed it to me, Lance, and you dropped the ball.
Oh, now, let's not bring his ball into it. Still, never mind how people who actually knew him felt. Most importantly, the news wanted to know what people on or near bicycles thought about it, and they quickly went about rounding up their opinions.
I teach kids, and, my students have a lot of respect for him, and
Do you reckon they respect your hat?
I feel like he's not setting a good example for the people that they mean the most to, and that lets me down in general.
Oh, boo-hoo! You know what? We hear a lot about the people Lance Armstrong's let down. You never hear about all the liars he's inspired. Having exhausted the pool of people riding bicycles outdoors, they moved inside, asking people at bike shops what they thought of Livestrong.
As a human being, I think he's a jerk. Would I ride with him? Yeah, I don't care. I know plenty of jerks.
In the wake of the negative blanket coverage of their sport, it's hard to know if cyclists will ever regain their innate dignity. So how can cyclists go forward from here? Well, by pedalling, probably. But even if bikes are a bad thing, not all sport is evil. No, some of it is good, clean fun. The